Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Kiwis are bracing for what could be the highest annual inflation figure in decades. Stats New Zealand will reveal the latest consumer price index data just before 11 this morning. Economists are picking the annual rate to the end of March will be around 7%. New Zealand Herald's Liam Dan says oil and food are among the factors.
We're starting to see wage inflation and labour costs be a big factor as well. People are trying to catch up on the rising prices, and that's where it starts to become circular.
There's new hope for Waiwera hot pools. The currently abandoned site has been listed for sale and its owners are looking for either a buyer for the land or a wealthy partner to develop it. Project Director Doug Osborne says COVID-19 restrictions and border closures added delays to marketing the site after it closed in 2018. He says the campaign will target wellness, tourism, recreation and residential buyers and developers. Police are trying to tackle a spate of youth offending with one arm tied behind their back. That's according to National after a recent crime wave of ram raids and robberies in the Upper North Island. Police report youth offenders are responsible for a staggering 88% of ram raid incidents and have contributed to a 31% rise in retail crime. National Police spokesman Mark Mitchell says police need to be allowed to do their job.
You've got a police service that's trying to operate under a soft-on-crime Labor government whose policy settings have made it much harder for them to do their job. And I would expect other government agencies to step into the gap that the police have always been expected to fill in terms of being treated as a social agency.
Polyamorous relationships are not being deemed as genuine for partnership residency visas. A couple says they were denied by Immigration New Zealand after finding their relationship wasn't exclusive. General Manager Jack Gilray says it doesn't occur often, but they're intending to review their partnership visas next year. He says the approval rate is relatively high. Since last July, 6,300 of more than 6,600 partnership applications had been approved. And in world news, Australia's election candidates have traded jibes over the Solomon Islands security pact with China. Liberal leader Scott Morrison and Labor leader Anthony Albanese discussed the deal during the first Australian election debate in Queensland last night. Prime Minister accusing Albanese of being too weak on China. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.